What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be talking about 5 different moves you can use as a football player to break ankles. So these are not going to be press release or top of the route moves. These are moves that you can use when you have the ball in your hand and you're trying to make a defender miss. All right, fellas, so this first move that we're going to be discussing is called a hesitation skip or a hezi skip move. So what you would essentially do, this is if you have a defender who's running, like, I guess you could say almost like stride for stride with you and trying to take an angle on you to make a tackle, right? So let's say you're running with the ball. Let's say the sideline's off to the right. We're going to do this hezi skip with my inside foot. For all the moves that we're going to be discussing today, we're going to also show you like a semi-full speed so you guys kind of get the idea after we explain it. A semi-full speed example. So this guy's running stride for stride with you. What we want to make him think is that we are trying to break down and cut back. We're just simply trying to get him to hesitate, stop his feet, and then we burst up with speed and then beat him to ultimately the end zone, the first down, wherever we're trying to run to. So we're running with the ball. If I'm doing this skip on my inside foot, what I would do is I would step with my left foot and I would take a double step with my left foot and then re-accelerate and go. That's a move that a lot of wide receivers maybe use versus press, but you could also use it as a ball carrier. I got a guy who's inside shade press. I do this little skip and then I take off. So you could also do this when you have the ball with your hands and you're running downfield, but it's essentially 2 steps back to back with the same exact foot. So we're going to show you how that move should look full speed. Now, before we show you that full speed example, fellas, if you are a wide receiver, quarterback, any football player, we just came out with some new merch. Our merch store will be closed this Sunday, 7-13, so July 13th. Our merch will not be available anymore. This is a limited time only drop, but we came out with a bunch of new designs, partnered with Adidas to come out with our merchandise. We have wide receiver 1 merch, quarterback 1 merch. We have different first down training merch with different logos. We have QB and wide receiver towels, all that good stuff. It's super high quality because obviously we partnered with Adidas, and all of your orders will be shipped out insanely fast once you place the order. So guys, if you want to take advantage of our new merch drop, go to that very first link in the description below. We have hats, shirts, jackets, hoodies, lightweight hoodies, everything you could think of. So again, guys, very first link in that description below to get our new first down training merch. So the next move we're going to be discussing, fellas, is going to be just simply a crossover move. So you would want to use this move when you have a defender who's lined up, or I guess you could say not lined up, but trying to make a tackle straight on. So maybe you're a running back, maybe you're a receiver. Let's use the example of a receiver. Let's say you caught a screen pass, 2 guys are blocking, you have a linebacker who's about 6 yards away, and you're running at him. What you want to do is you want to step in the direction you are going first. So this is just like a wide receiver using a move called a rocker step. It's just like a receiver in press using a crossover move. So again, a lot of the moves that we use at the top of the route, a lot of the moves that you use off the line are moves that you could use with the ball, especially if you're a receiver. But these can also work for running backs, a quarterback taking off and running with the ball, etc. So we want to step, like I said, in the direction we're going first. So I'm running with the ball. I got a defender, let's say at this cone. I want to close space, 1, 2, and then I release to where I am ultimately trying to run to, wherever I have most space. So we're going to show you how that move should look full speed, but a crossover is a great move you could use with the ball in your hands to make a defender miss. Now, next move we're going to be discussing, fellas, is going to be a hip drop cutback move. So again, great move for running backs, receivers, quarterbacks, anybody who's running with the ball. Maybe you're on a kick return, and this is when a defender has a good angle on you to make a tackle. Treat this like you're maybe running up the sideline and you want to cut back towards the field. So let's say the sideline's to the right of me. I'm running down the sideline. A safety or a corner is taking a good 45-degree angle at me, but he's overcommitting with speed. Honestly, when it comes to making defenders miss, like, it's not, how do I put this? It's not necessarily like a premeditated move. It's not something maybe you're thinking about. It's more so a reaction. You train this type of stuff by just doing simple cutting drills. Any type of agility drill, any type of route running drill is a great way to work on this and build that instinct in yourself of how to move, but it's really just like it's a feeling that you have on the field. So if you're running and you've got a safety going balls to the wall, overcommitting, trying to make this tackle, he has a good angle on you. All you got to do is drop your center of gravity to be able to decelerate. Think your hips are trying to be violent. You were trying to bring your chin almost towards your knee, then you're going to cut back and then go. So we're hoping that he takes that angle. Our hip drop is quicker than what we were doing. Key on this, or our hip drop is quicker than how he's going to be able to break down to cut, because he's reacting off of us when we are using this move. But if I go here and I'm like looking back inside and I take a lot of steps to be able to move back in and I'm not dropping my hips slow, he's going to be able to react on the move. It's got to be a violent drop of your hips. So you're running with the ball, he overcommits, violent. I'm I'm trying to drop my hips as quickly as I can. Shoot your hips into your heels as aggressive as possible. Chin goes to your knee, then you cut back. Maybe we switch hands. Do not switch hands on the cutback. Switch hands after the fact, but I would probably still recommend holding the ball in the outside arm wherever you're closer to the sideline. A lot of guys like to do that cut and they switch hands as they cut. That's a good way for a defender to maybe hit the ball and knock it out. But again, simple guys, taking this angle, he's overcommitting, he's running really hard to make this tackle, hip drop, cut back, and then go. So we're gonna show you how this should look, full speed. Now fellas, this next move we're going to be discussing is called a power stick. So it would be used in pretty much the exact same situation as that last one that we discussed, where this guy took the angle, he's taken a 45, he overcommitted on the angle, but instead of dropping your hips, all you're going to do is you're just going to put one foot in the ground and then just simply cut back. So you could also do this if you're trying to cut back towards the sideline. Maybe you're a running back, you run through the A or the B gap, you're here, a linebacker is crashing down hard, put the foot on and then slip back to the outside. So you could use it in either example. We're going to use that sideline example because it's just easier to think about. So let's say the sideline's to my right again. I got a defender overcommitting. He's coming at me with some speed. All I can do is I can just run. It's real important that you try to keep your eyes forward, or maybe you're looking at the linebacker, if you will, but you're running, foot in the ground, and then you just slip back and undercut. Really important that we do not overextend on this. Really important that when you're running, you do not reach out and try to over-exaggerate the move, because when your heel hits the ground first, then your toe slaps down. That could cause you to extend, might hurt your knee, but also that cut might take you a while to slip back underneath and get under him. So again, guys, all we're doing is we're running. Think your foot is trying to punch the grass. So we're here, eyes are forward, one hard cut, and then slip back underneath. So we're going to show you how this move should look, full speed.